talking about them knockoffs. Why? Why nobody want to talk about the knockoffs, y'all? What's up? Huh? When your boy was coming through, you know, I'm not saying that my shit is knockoff. My shit ain't knockoff. I get my shit hot. You know, I know the right people, so I know where to go. You understand what I'm saying? But even if it is, if the shit look nice, what's the problem? Because that's what fashion's supposed to be about. Fashion's supposed to be about how you put some shit together and make it represent who you are. You see what I'm saying? Since when we get caught up on the price tag? You understand what I'm saying? That's some shit I think that's just endemic to the Black and the Latino community. Like, we hold on or hang our hats on the most simplest shit of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So now China come out, they can say it's AI, they can say it was an actor, they can say whoever the fuck they want to say it is. You understand what I'm saying? This man came out, I don't see no lawsuits going about suing this motherfucker for what he doing, because if that ain't a libel motherfucking lawsuit, then libel lawsuits don't motherfucking exist. You understand what I'm saying? This guy came out from China, made a motherfucker, I posted it so y'all can go check this shit, and flat out said, yo, to the American people who still want to fuck with the nigga Donald Trump, I'm paraphrasing, because you know I ain't giving it to you in a verbatim, I'm giving it to you in a spin, right? Back to what I was saying. So you motherfuckers in America who watching, want to fuck around with this Trump cocksucker, and watch this motherfucker pass tariffs and do this type of shit, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Guess what? We ain't making them bags no more. So now when they say we ain't making them bags, nigga, them bags supposed to be made in Italy. Them bags supposed to be made in France. China said, oh, them shits ain't in Italy or in France. Them shits is made in China. When we send them shits to Italy, when they send them shits to France, they do something that's called the repackaging and relabeling. So now they relabeling and repackaging the motherfucking bullshit, putting it in the bag, pushing it to America, got them in all these stores, and everybody getting caught in a trick bag. I don't hear nobody saying nothing, though. I don't hear nobody saying, I'm not seeing nobody on Facebook, no social media, Instagram, talking about, yo, they got hit in the head, bit by bit. I'm telling you for a fact you got hit in the head. When I came home, I told the story before. My man had a caravan, they still call them, I don't know what the fuck, but it was a van. It was a fucking Honda van, an Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey. Full of motherfucking knockoff constructs. I looked at the joint, yo, these shit's hot. And he like, yo, kid, I'm hitting that. I'm like, word? So I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, nah. He like, I'm telling you, there's no way you gonna be able to know, but I'm telling you, nigga, I paid $30 a pair. I'm about to sell them to this cocksucker for $45 a pair, right? So that's a $15 markup from each pair he bought. He had 150 pair, right? So he go up in there with that. Sell this dude 150 pair of fucking hit-in-the-head knockoff Construct 10s. And Jimmy Jazz, y'all, in Staten Island. And this when I first come home, he get back in the feed, throw me the envelope, I bust it open, ain't nothing but money in there. He like, yo, stick your thumb in the middle, you take half, I take half. I'm like, all right, cool. Stuck my thumb in the middle, took my half past him head. I said, yo, what happened? He said, yo, boy, I went up in there and hit him in the head. I said, what? He said, yeah, but that's how it goes. Jimmy Jazz turned around, took those $45 pair of Timberlands that he bought from my man and put them up on the motherfucking shelf for $209. And y'all silly motherfuckers went out there and bought it. But when China say something, that's when y'all listen. Y'all want to listen to the nigga who cheated y'all. But they gotta keep it real. They thumbing their nose in Donald Trump's face. They playing that game. When you get me mad, I'ma say something. It's that petty shit. I don't get with that. But that's what they playing because that's their games that they play. So now they rubbing their nose in the world face going, yeah, nigga, all that shit is slum. 80% of that shit is slum. I want to venture to say 90%. But I want to leave some wiggle room for some of y'all to say, yo, I'll fall to the 20%. I know my shit real. My shit custom made. I'm in that 20%. So out of millions and billions and people in the world that's buying that designer shit, y'all fall in the 20%? The motherfuckers that live right around here, man, get the fuck out of here with that, man. Like I was saying, nobody spoke to that China shit. I've been telling y'all that shit. Motherfuckers would be like, yo, Tank, this shit knock off. Yo, listen, homie, that shit look nice, man. If the shit look nice, what we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? What we talking about? What you gonna let niggas have you in a circle so they can be looking at your tag and pop you upside the head? Like, get this fucking nigga up out here with this slum shit on. That's what you going through? Because if you going through that, that ain't got nothing to do with what you putting on. That got something to do with everything that motherfuckers think you are. You understand what I'm saying? China come out here, man, and now put it on the table, and everybody want to be ho hum about it. Come on, man, y'all better pay attention. The motherfuckers is breaking their neck to go out there and buy designer. You know the type of staple that y'all come up with, designer. Bitches be designer head to toe, from head to toe. And that staple represents that she ain't to be fucked with. And all that shit was fake. Yo, this shit is crazy, man. But you already know what it is, man. Another thing and the last thing before I fly out, because we got to go out here and take care of some things. Remember, I'm a practical type of guy, man, and I do practical things, right? But the last thing I want to touch on is the disrespect, right? My thing is this: disrespect begets disrespect. You cannot initiate a disrespect and then draw the line. You cannot do that. You don't have that right to do that. Once you open that door remains open. You understand what I'm saying? So you might just say, yo, I just told him, yo, fuck you, man. I hope you fucking die. And he turned around and said, bitch, I'm gonna murder your mother and all your fucking kids. You could drink my babies. If he said that, how the fuck you gonna say, oh, he went too far? You can say that, but that's only in the reality of your mind, right? Because once you draw the line, that motherfucking game is on. You see what I'm saying? You don't get the right to disrespect somebody and then tell them the terms as to how far they can come back on the clapback and or what weapons to use in their reciprocation. You don't get to do that. You don't want to be disrespected? Don't disrespect nobody else. How about that? You don't want to be disrespected? Don't disrespect nobody else. Because if you smack somebody in the face, they turn around and give you a motherfucking hook and then a motherfucking uppercut and drop your motherfucking ass. You can't say they went too far. Your stupid ass should have been prepared. You understand saying? We got a real serious issue out here. You know, you got people thinking that they can just run their mouth and say anything out they want, devoid of consequence. That's bullshit. Even in this democratic society, where freedom of speech is supposed to reign, even though it doesn't, right? There are consequences to certain things we say. You can't go into a motherfucking movie theater and yell out fire. If you do, your ass getting locked up for 25 years of life. I promise you that. Something that simple. But something that simple that you know better not to do. Right? But yet and still you want to initiate shit that you know you ain't prepared for. Or initiate shit with motherfuckers you ain't expect to come back at you in that way. You know, y'all like to celebrate and talk about the 48 laws of power and the art of war and the buck of 5 range. Y'all like to talk about them type of things, right? But then study them. And one of the rules in the 48 tell you, you must know thy opponent. You must know thy enemy. You understand saying y'all just shooting in the blind, taking shots at motherfuckers that's gonna shoot back. You cannot do that. You cannot disrespect somebody and then expect somebody to come back at you in a light manner. Once you open or initiate that game, it's on. So if you ain't with that, stay away from that. If you ain't a person that go back and forth and you ain't with the debate and arguing things, stay away from that type of energy. Because when you beckon it, best believe it's gonna come. You understand what I'm saying? And so with that, man, we're going to let y'all go. Make sure y'all press the like buttons, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all fuck with me because we're going to put it right here and we're going to chop it up, homie. You already see how I'm giving it up, man. Put this shit together and we're going to watch this shit ride. Not only that, anything that I said on this platform, on this YouTube channel, this video today, got nothing to do with Facebook. Facebook don't support none of my, YouTube. YouTube ain't got nothing to do with this. This is my own independent, and I did say Facebook because I'm gonna have it on Facebook later, so watch that cleanup. But anyway, what I'm saying is those platforms don't support my point of view. This here is all self-made. How I see things is the way I see things. You know what I mean? If you identify with me, then come on and subscribe and fuck with me. If you don't, then you already know. Keep it moving. Right? We gonna leave it right there, man. I see y'all tomorrow, man, with some more hot shit to put on the spit, man. We out.